and you just take me somewhere. You know what you make me feel like? Like I'm in see, now I'm grouping out. I'm not even letting you talk. See, I'm just fanning out. Okay, let me stop. Let me ask questions.
Go ahead.
Okay, no, because I'm really fanning out.
Bougie back in the show.
You are?
Yes, I am. I am.
Okay, can we find Bougie Bougie?
We get a lot of requests.
We need to play that. Do you do?
Yeah, we do.
See, I thought I was like the only person that absolutely loved that song.
No, I love that song and what it says, what it represents.
Yes.
And all of that, because we still got a lot of people in that genre.
Yes, we do.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be.
Yes.
Bougie, bougie.
Yes, I know it.
You know it.
I ain't thinking to try and sing with you though.
Yeah,
you know? I'm not listening. Right. I'm not trying to do that.
Right.
Okay, back to your good music. 12th studio album. Mm-hmm. A lot of your contemporaries are not still making new music. Mm-hmm. What drives you to always come back and just keep going? Because you just had a new album out last year too, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So what is it that compels you to make new music versus resting on that incredible catalog of yours?
You know what? Music is truly the universal language. Mm-hmm. And in that universe, there are so many different kinds of people, different kinds of ears. I love people. So when I perform, I'm not so single-minded that I don't want to do something for everybody. Now, you can't please everybody.
No.
But you can touch on different genres of music to let them know, I'm thinking about you too.
Yes.
Let's have a little fun. Let's rock out, you know.
Yes.
Let's go back, you know, when the Pips were with me, you know, somebody would probably be rapping.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Bubba was doing crazy things, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what I think about when I put a show together for an audience, is that there are all kinds of different music. You can't just do ballads. You can't just do things. You got to do some fun songs. Mm-hmm. You got to move it.
Yes.
You know, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So that's what keeps me moving.
Speaking of moving, I saw you at the Apollo for the Oprah show that's about to air, I think, in a couple of weeks, right? And that was epic when Bubba came out with you.
Yeah.
The one pip.
The one
You're like,
pip.
I got a pip.
That's all I got now. One pip.
You're like, I got a pip.
It's Gladys Knight and a pip.
And a pip.
Yeah.
It was so genius.
Yeah.
And then that's what Friends Are For, which is one of my favorites. So I posted that today on Twitter.
Yeah.
I love that one because, you know, the folks are just carrying on. You know, it's Stevie Wonder, it's Elton John, it's Dionne Warwick, all great vocalists.
Yes.
The folks are just carrying on. And then you just come in there. You know, I can't do your voice, but...
Yes, you can.
No, I can't. But baby, you come on there, you explode on that song. You let them have it.
Well, thank you so much. You know, and I was so proud that they said yes. You know, I called Stevie, and he was in the middle of something. I said,
oh, by the way, guys, in case you don't know, that's what Friends Are For, was at the forefront of raising money for AIDS research.
We were the first.
Yes.
We were the first to raise money and to make people aware of that particular disease. Mm-hmm. And we joined Elizabeth Taylor, who was a big fundraiser for that particular...
Yeah, she worked hardcore with AMFAR.
She did. Mm-hmm. She did. And we all came together. I think it was, $4 million we did the first year?
Yeah.
You know, so... And we've been participating ever since.
Yeah.
You know, people finally got it. That, okay, y'all, this is something y'all need to pay attention to.
Exactly, finally, after all those years.
After all those years.
But that song is so magical, and it means so much. And although it was put together by you guys for, you know, for an AIDS charity, it has a very universal, you know, spirit to it. You know what I mean? But I find most of your music does, you know.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
That's what I try to portray when I choose my lyrical content things, you know, is that it's got to be a message in there somewhere, even if it's about having fun.
Yes.
You know, you can do those message songs about having fun. It don't matter. That's what this song is really like. Yeah. You know, about, you know, get on up.
Yeah, get on up.
People be talking about, oh, my hip hurt, you know, oh, I'm getting old, you know.
Right.
Everybody can do this.
Just a little.
If you can't move but 1 foot, move that foot.
Right, exactly.
You know,
just a little.
That's all I'm talking about.
Yes.
You know?
Well, you know, but we're going to have a lot more from Miss Gladys Knight, but we're going to take a break. This is Bevy Smith of Bevelations.
And just read